friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So today I am really excited, you guys, because I'm bringing you Natasha's newest baby. So we're gonna be talking all about her bronze palette. I'm gonna show you 3 looks. I'm gonna do a full-on review. We're gonna do swatches and a little bit of comparison within her line. If that sounds good to you and this is your first time here, my name is Gigi. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you stay and subscribe for more. I do a ton of makeup reviews, hauls. I love luxury makeup, but I also do a little bit of drugstore, skincare, a little bit of everything. If that sounds good to you, do consider subscribing to my channel for more. Hit that red button below, and without further ado, let's start. Alrighty friends, shall we begin? I am so excited. Let's talk about this baby. So this is a Natasha's bronze palette. It retails for 87 Canadian dollars and I believe it's 65 US. And on the Sephora website it says a go-to eyeshadow palette that is summer essential. With a range of formulas and textures from sultry, cream powders, mattes to vibrant duochromes, metallics, and shimmers, this palette creates a variety of looks. It's the perfect complement to your summer glow, flattering every skin tone and texture. So this palette I purchased from Natasha Denona website, and I was able to get it super fast because I pre-ordered it last week. So I pre-ordered it on Friday and I got it today. Today is June 24th, and yeah, I can bring you these super quick. Let's move on into the swatches. I'm going to show you live swatches because I love to live swatch so you can really see the true pigmentations of the palette. So let's jump into those so you can see the different finishes and everything and how they swatch live right now. Alright friends, so I like to live swatch so you get the real color payoff, and this is the first shade, a True Copper. And then we have Suntan. And if I do a bad swatch, then I'll go in twice. Sundown. Deep Olive. And Rhodium. First Road. Magna. Hydrate Green, Hawaii, Rich, True Bronze, Blooming, Palladium, Bliss, Silk, and Bitch. So now I'm going to move on to my 3 looks. I'm going to show you how I got them step by step, and I'll leave you with a little bit of music in between. And yeah, so let's jump into my 3 looks. Ready friends, so let's begin. I'm going to prime with my MAC paint pot. I'm going to take the shade Sundown on a Sonia G Blender Pro, and I'm going to run that all through my crease. This color is a beautiful warm and translucent shade. Loved it. So easy to blend. Now, so I'm gonna take on Sonia's Crease Pro, so a more defined kind of brush, and I'm gonna move on to the shade Magna. So we're going deep. I'm just gonna deepen my crease with this. I'm actually gonna take it on my outer V first. I'm slowly building the color. It is really pigmented, so I'm patting and blending. And now I'm gonna place it in my inner. Wow, this matte color, you guys, is so just easy to blend. So beautiful. This one here. And I'm gonna place that finger in just the center of my lid. And I'm gonna mix actually a little bit of this one to tone it down, so glooming. Same brush, I'm gonna take suntan, this one. I'm just gonna blend the edges. With a pencil brush, I'm just gonna round suntan on my lower lash. For my inner corner, I think I want to take Silk. It's a little bit of a glittery shade, so I'm gonna wet this brush. I'm gonna take this shade and I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. Never mind, that was too dark. It's okay. So I'm gonna apply lashes on this eye. I'm not gonna do any liner. I think I just wanna leave it like this. So I'm gonna apply lashes and I'll be right back. I think this eye is so pretty, super seductive. Of course, it's at nighttime and I love it. I really like the look. We'll talk about the shadows in a little bit, but so far, I really liked it. So now let's move on to look number 2. For look number 2, I want to go into the shade Suntan, and I'm going to do that as my transition color. I already know Suntan is gonna be my color. Look at this perfection for a transition shade. I just love it so much. It has so much red. It is just super warm. It is the perfect brown transition if you're going for a summer, really warm look. Perfection. So to help blend that a little bit, I'm gonna go into Rich. Just to take it a little bit lower. And I'm gonna take the shade Rhodium in the innermost part of my lid, and I'm gonna take it dry to see how it looks. Oh, these are pretty. I thought it was gonna. It is pinky. I thought it was gonna be more of taupe shade, but this is stunning. Oh, I love it. Look at that, and it's dry. Look at that pigment. Can you see? The camera even picking that up? I'm not making that up because from here it looks so pretty. I'm gonna put that all over my lid, but no. And then I'm gonna put Bliss, the next shade, in the center. I'm gonna take a little pencil brush and I'm gonna go back to suntan, and I'm just gonna define here. So I want to just concentrate suntan on my outer V just to deepen it out a little bit. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a wing with, you know, a brush like this, sorry, something like that. And I'm going to dip into Deep Dive, which is this super dark shade. And I'm going to do a little wing. I'm gonna look over there. And I just love to do wings with shadows. I find that they're super forgiving. You know, if you mess up, it's so easy to fix. And you just smudge them and they just look messy and whatnot, so I like that. And then for my lower lash, I'm just gonna do Magna. And I feel like I wanna wet just a little bit my brush to see if we get more intensity out of Palladium, just for my inner corner, because I really like a bright inner corner, and I'm not gonna use any other shade, just that one to really brighten that area. Perfect, that's amazing. And I'm gonna take it lower. And I do have some fallout on this eye from the shade, I think it was from True Copper. So, because that one is a little bit of a glittery shade, so you may want to use either glitter glue, you know, or something like that. Alright, and I'm not gonna apply any lashes on this eye because I feel like you can't even tell the difference between these two, to be honest. So this is my completed look for eye 2. And you guys, I'm already so impressed. I had to like talk about these two looks for a minute because I just feel like the shades just blended like a dream. The shimmers are so pretty. The mattes are incredibly soft. I haven't swatched any, so we're gonna see what I come up with look number 3. But so far, oh my god, I am so excited. I am so happy about it. Alrighty, let's move to look number 3, and yeah, we're gonna recreate it right now. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Suntan because definitely that's the best transition in the palette. And at this point I have to tell you that I have super sensitive eyelids, and it is picking up right here just a tiny bit, and I had to like blend it multiple times, but it's not the shadow because it didn't happen the first time. My eyelids get super sensitive whenever I'm filming like more than one look. The second look is always a struggle, so be mindful. I'm gonna take the blender Worker Pro actually by Sonia, and I'm gonna go into Magna, which is the deepest shade, and I'm going to work that in my outer V. And for my lid color, I did cut my crease because I wanted this shade to really pop. So I'm gonna do that real quick. And for this part, just take your time, friends. Just leave no rush, and then I just blend with my finger that concealer, like so. And then I'm going directly into True Bronze and then Silk. So this one in the middle, and then this one in my inner part. And it gets a little bit messy, but you'll go then in with a brush. So I'm going into my Sonia, and I'm gonna wet it. I'll wet it, and I'm going into Silk and just cleaning, making the edges super sharp. And then going back to Worker Pro and Suntan, and I'm gonna just blend this edge. And then I'm gonna do same thing. I went with deep dive on this eye. And truly, you guys, this palette is missing an inner corner in my opinion, because all of those shades are just like super warm, and I don't really like a warm inner corner. I don't know, I don't like it. So I'm gonna take just any highlighter. Like the highlighter that I'm wearing today is this one by JOUER, Molten Gold, and I feel like this is perfect for this look because it's gonna, you see, like it's super cool tone, so it's gonna just take down a little bit of this, like the whole warmness of the look. And I like this color here. Yeah. So this is look number 3, all completed. Alrighty friends, so you've seen the 3 looks I came up with, and I really like them all. To be honest, I think I like this one the best, just because I find that it is so wearable but so sexy with the glitter and everything. It just looks so nice in person. I don't even know if the camera is gonna pick it up, but truly in person it looks so stunning. Every single shade, you guys, I work with it was outstanding. Not one patchy shade. The only shade, I'm gonna be honest, that worries me a little bit is actually this one, because it is one of her cream mattes. And if you know anything about Natasha's formula, then you know that she tends to put these kind of shades within her line. And sometimes you find that those shades are like her darker colors. So this is her Metropolis palette, and within this palette, this one is that kind of formula. And sometimes that formula, the cream powder matte formula that she has within her line, is a little bit hard to blend. So I didn't use a ton of deep dye, so I can't speak for the blendability and how, you know, how it blends and how it is different from her Metropolis, but I used it as a liner, and it was pretty, it was punchy, it was a good shade. I liked it, but again, I didn't really have to blend it out, so I don't know how that one you know, really works. Rhodium, which is this purple shade, it is so pretty. I actually did an extra look that you didn't get to see in between, and I really liked it, but I just didn't like how I placed it on my eyelids, and that's why I didn't show you. But Rhodium, beautiful shade, so it's really deep, and I really liked it. So to be quite honest, you guys, I used most of the shades in here. I think I didn't use, you know, like these lighter shades. I didn't use these two, but by swatching, they swatch okay. I just don't see myself using them too much, to be honest. As a transition, I just find them to be like an okay shade. It really reminds me of few shades in her Sunrise palette. So I don't want to get too in-depth in this video because it's already gonna be like really long, but I'm gonna show you just like side by side. They're really not super similar. Like few of these yellow shades remind me of those, if you know what I mean. I see this palette more comparable to the Metropolis, and I actually swatch a few of them. And why don't we do that? So just quickly, I'll show you these two. This one is in her newest palette, in the bronze palette, and that one is the shade High Degree. And then this one is the one in her Metropolis, and that's the shade Crest. So they look a little bit similar, however this one is deeper and this one is more warm. So ignore this one in between because I thought it was similar, but it isn't. So then we're gonna talk about these two. This one is her Sundown shade, which is, you can see, golden, and it is a little bit copper. And then on her Metropolis Blaze is this shade here. So again, they're similar, but at the same time, they're not quite like spot on, you know, dupes within these palettes. Then I wanted to show you these two. The first one is Rope in her Metropolis, and then this one is Deep Dive, sorry, in her Sunset. So again, super close, but at the same time, they're not really spot on dupes. So I just wanted to show you loosely some swatches, and as you saw, they're not really spot on dupes, I don't find. I think I'll really have to sit down and like swatch side by side every single shade, but from what I swatched, I didn't find a spot on color. So that being said, of course you can achieve on the eyes the same kind of looks. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it is like, if you already have the Metropolis, there are gonna be so many shades that are super close in tone, you know, because this is a really warm palette, you know, mostly warms. So I think that if you have the Metropolis, you're gonna find a lot of shades that are super close in color to this one, and they're gonna look pretty much the same on your eyelids. I don't think you can tell the difference. However, it is so nice for the makeup lover to have them all in a palette, and I'm not gonna lie, to me this is worth it 100%. I wouldn't have it any other way. This is a bronzy dream and I love it. I love it so much, you guys. I find that it is a beautiful palette, and I didn't find one inconsistency within this palette. From her Love palette, there were so many inconsistencies, and a lot of people were pissed off at the change in a formula that she had and everything. I know a lot of you are waiting to find out if there's gonna be a difference, you know, from her Love to this one. And I have her Love palette, you guys, and I felt the same way. I felt that there were few shades in the Love palette that were tricky to work with, and I didn't like, I was not super happy with them, but at the same time I do love that palette. I'm missing a brow bone highlighter. There is nothing beigey in here that you can really use. I try to use like the lightest shade, and no, big mistake, it is not a highlighting shade at all. So I didn't find a brow bone highlighter and an inner corner highlighter. I'm also missing an inner corner highlighter because I feel like this palette is so warm that if you want to take it down a notch, like I just did with this look, with a goldeny, like less warm and more neutral gold, that would have been perfect. And if I had a neutral brown, that would have been perfect. But again, not every palette is 100% complete. You're always having to go to different palettes to find your perfect look, if you know what I mean. When I work with this one, I don't feel like I'm missing anything, I'm gonna be honest. But I feel like the bronze shimmers were outstanding. You don't get that in the Metropolis. I like the Metropolis. I like the shimmers in here, but they're nothing like the bronze palette. I felt like this bottom row is so beautiful, and the inner corner shade Silk is just so pretty. I'm in love, you guys. You need this palette if you love Natasha and you know her formulation, then you need her. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this palette? Are you gonna get it? Do you need it? I know some of you are waiting to see reviews. What do you think now that you saw? Which look did you like best? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm always replying to your comments. I love to chat with you and know what's in your mind. Let me know. Let's interact. I love it so much, you guys, and I appreciate you. I appreciate all your love and support. Please do not forget to share, like, and subscribe for more, and I'm gonna catch you in my next one. Bye, friends.